Hey, African woman, I greet you. African woman, wey sabi, you sabi oh. Welcome to welcome to African Woman and Marriage, AWAM today again. Today has been wonderful. A lot of things happened and is happening, but in all, we remain happy and grateful to life that God has given us. African woman, all Africans, I greet you all. African lady queen, they salute you now. Well. African woman wey sabi. Hmm. Last week when I talked, I mentioned about what women go through, especially when a man will just suddenly wake up and says to the wife, I'm not I'm not in love with you. I've fallen in love with another person and I think I will move out or things like that. As I finished that, it seems that that one didn't enter. Hmm. Then I decided to be, I digged and I saw some certain things that these eyes, wow, behold. And I wonder, why are we so mean? Today we're going to talk about everything done on earth has a repercussion. African lady queen call am pay time. And because of this topic, African woman want to tell you something. All African ladies that have not yet married, I now see the reason why our forefathers go to different homes when their sons wants to marry or daughters wants to marry. They will go back and ask questions about that lineage, ask of the family, how they have lived their life, because they want to be sure that what has gone done before will not repeat itself. What is happening today? Because of religion and so-called elites or learned people, we have forgone such activities, such thing. Maybe because the world is broader and wider, then we don't care again. You can just meet a girl on the road and marry. You meet a man on the road and say you are in love. Just for sight. Are you guys okay? We are Africans. You don't just meet people and say, oh, I have a teen. Oh, this is my wife. Or you say you prayed and say, oh, this is my wife. Even God, in the religious aspect, let me coming from the Christian angle, made sure that his sons, like Abraham, they went to ask before they marry. They recommended those women, but based on the fact that they have value. If we are marrying because of values, moral lives, and practices, our homes will not be in shambles. I weep for Africa. I weep for the home of Africans. We have come to the level that divorce is no more a thing in the name of religion or in the name of that I am in love or that there's a thing about this person or I have a feeling. You saw somebody, you have a feeling, you are in love. You didn't bother to know who she is or who he is. African ladies, my own concern is towards you people. Check out what we have been going through recently in marriages. Suddenly you hear the man saying, my wife changed. Suddenly you hear the woman saying, my husband changed. It's because you didn't inquire. You think that excitement of you fell in love will sustain your marriage. It does not sustain marriage. Let me tell you something. Most of these men, have you taken your time to go and ask, this man I want to marry, who is he? The kind of life he has lived? Because it's important, African lady. You don't know the life he has lived. You don't know whether many girls he has pregnant, a lot of girls, they've done abortions. You don't know whether he has killed somebody. You don't know the kind of life he has lived, that he will be rewarded. Simple truth is that whatever any man or woman has done on earth, there is a repercussion. Nemesis will surely come. See, you religious people, I need to tell us the truth. Religion does not stop the bad seed you have sown not to come back. No, it doesn't. That's why you see marriages are in shambles, because you don't know the life your husband had lived. You don't know what he did in time past. Maybe he has broken the heart of a lady to a complete shambles. In the sense that he has promised the lady, they've been sleeping together, and suddenly leaves the lady and sees another person that wants to marry. And you, young lady that just agreed to marry a man, what were you thinking? I don't know whether you understand what were you thinking? You just saw a man that is eligible for marriage, and you think he has not dated any woman before. Well, you need to have your head well examined, because he must have dated a woman before. So why is he not marrying that woman? And he comes to you, and you quietly walk into the marriage, and tomorrow something will be happening in your home, and you will think that that's not the repercussion. Let me tell you, ignorance is not a criteria for punishment not to be meted to whomever has committed it. Look at the African homes. Was it like this before? Today you see yourself, I used to love this man, but today I don't love him, because you are passing through challenges that he has incurred or you have incurred. And none of you told yourself the truth. By all means, find out what your spouse that you're about to marry has done before. By all means, ask him, have you not had a lady? What really happened? Try to get to know the person. What really happened? Some curses are on men, some curses are on women. And let me tell you, it will surely come forward. The nemesis of it, the repercussion of it, the punishment of it. Pay time. You that knew you have broken the heart of another woman, you promised marriage in one way or the other. You've been sleeping with her, doing all manner of things, and you went and married another woman, thinking, oh, life will be roses. My brother is not going to work like that, because there in every land, especially in Africa, there is a principle laid down. God that you are serving, don't assume those of you that are religious, that God you're serving, lay down a principle for every culture, every land. Believe it. Go and study Bible. Israelites has their own culture. They have their own principle that God has laid for them, that if this does that, he will do this. And he keeps to it. Because of that, many of you are going through many hard crises and challenges. Go back to your roots, Africans. Go back to your roots. Check out why you are going through these tremendous things. Check out why you are going through pains, challenges. Your spouse must have done something in the past. He didn't tell you. But you are ignorant of it. It doesn't mean you won't go through process. I hate when Africans, when you are an African person, you say, I'm in love. Look at all the marriages that people have said they were excited when they married the woman. Ah, that's my baby, that's my woman. I'm in love with her. First love at sight. Go back and see what is happening. A lot of things has gone wrong because there was no inquiry. Because you saw the person on the road, you didn't bother. You didn't bother to know. Somebody was saying the world is broader, Africa is more bigger. How will I be able to go and check out? Oh, really? He didn't come from anywhere. African woman wey sabi. Let us stop falling prey to the problems that our spouses have had in the time past, and we just went in through without asking questions who they are, what has happened in their life past. Did they break any heart of any woman before, or a man? Because you might be the one going through that process. Remember, I said ignorance is not a criteria for you not to go through those processes. Africans, we are Africans. We have our principle, we have our culture. We live and marry by values, moral thoughts, and practices, not by I'm in love. Let me tell you, anything anybody has done here on earth must be punished, you must receive the reward. And what if the challenges you are going is because of what you have done before or your spouse did? A man cannot just walk up to you and say, I want to marry you, without having had an affair before. They have done a lot of havoc to people, to women, other people. Done a lot of, abominable things, and you will not know. Stop jumping when you see somebody and say, I'm in love. I'm excited, and when I see him, I'm happy. Yeah, time is coming. Those challenges, those repercussions of what he has done before is definitely going to come back to you. Now so they, now so we be Africa. Make I pull him down small. Make I cool temper. Sell and sell. Make I sell him. Let me sell and sell the thing for you. Make I tell you say any person wey be say you be say you just see a man for road. You say I'm in love. Oh, love at first sight. Your body go stand. Ah, the person will be all over you. You go and enter. You didn't ask question. That's the challenges we are passing through because a lot of things done behind, a lot of things when they do, they come back. When they come back, you go because I want divorce, so I want divorce. I just they give you a tip of the small things when they cause divorce for African person marriage. If you want marry, marry because of value. Go and check out the person where you want marry. You don't go be say they work say I'm in love with that person. And those of you men, I repeat it, that you know you have hurt a woman before, you have broken the heart of a woman. How do you expect that your wife will be happy in that marriage? It's not possible. Principles are laid down for marriages in Africa. God, the same God that you think you are religious about, is the one that laid the principle down. It doesn't matter whether you are religious or not. Every land has its own principle. Every marriage culture has its own principle. That's the truth. I know you will not like it. Some people say, is she not a born again? Is she not a Christian? Is she not a Muslim? I don't want to know. What I want to know is that amidst your religion, there is a principle laid down for spouses to come together. You won't break the heart of another person and expect to be happy with another person. Repercussion will come. And that's why your homes and some of the people's homes are in shambles. I say it again. African woman, we sabi. You sabi, oh. You sabi is so tell you they hear my voice. Check out that thing where they worry your marriage. If you have a daughter, start training her now. Whoever will marry you, person will come ask for your hand in marriage. I beg. Who go ask about the person well? Forget say he dey London, oh, he dey US, he dey Nigeria, he dey Kenya, he dey. Men don't do things so they before they come marry you. That thing won't come, they backfire in your home. And that's very bad. Learn to tell your spouse what you have gone through, what you have done against people before you marry her, so that she will be aware. She will be aware when things start happening. I see somebody that has had imbeciles. Almost all her kids are imbeciles. Ask question. Don't dive into marriage because that excitement, that so-called falling in love. My sister, when the trouble starts, silence no go dey. You know, say you be silence baby. Yeah. Silence mama, African. Silence baby, silence baby, silence mama, silence baby, silence lady, silence second. Now shakara they do, but you know say repercussion go dey for some things where you know ask. Don't be say if your parents don't tell you, I like him, I love him, I just want him, mommy, he's not in love. That love no go answer you. Start training your children now. Let's go back to how we were before. Don't let us go out of excitement to be saying, I just met this man now, I love him so much, and you don't care to know who he is. Some of you end up marrying armed robbers, end up marrying, people who are wicked. Love at first sight. Indeed, in Africa, it's not workable. Divorce everywhere because of the punishment of what we have done before, our spouses have done before. And you are free, you are happy, you are doing it. African woman, we sabi, you sabi, oh. African lady queen, they salute you. Now the question will be say, I want to make people ask me. You will take your time and ask me this, answer this question is, in a case where you have later found out, when you have married your husband or your wife, and later found out that it's because of the things, like some people have done a lot of abortions, their wombs are sealed, or they didn't tell the husband. In a case where you get to know that what you're going through is because of what your spouse has done previously, what can be done? I want you guys to send in your comments, answers to these questions. Please, you can do that. African Women and Marriage has a website, www.africanwomanandmarriage.com. AWAM. Once you type it, you get it on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Please take your time to go to YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. We'll be glad you did. We'll see you there. We'll send you a text, appreciating you. South African woman, African lady queens are need to appreciate. And they appreciate you. And some of you who are going through these tough times, challenges, crises, chaos in your marriage, perhaps you don't know what transpired before you married your husband or your wife. Truly, we are sorry. I pray that you take heart and keep praying. But as long as man has done something negative, repercussion day, nemesis day, you where they hide your life and you go and marry a lady after you have broken the heart of another and you went to marry another, and that one is there cursing you. That curse will come to pass. There's no two ways, it's not negotiable. There's no Bible, there's no Quran you can carry or Hindu or whatever you can carry to say it will not. It will. Who will it bounce on? Your family. And she or he might not know. And by the time he's coming, he's always going from one religious house to another. You won't open up. Why? And they salute you when they suffer. Sorry, my sister. Silence, but you go sorry. Make God help us. As we dey await your comments, we also have our phone number +234 7065 159601. I call it again. +234 7065 159601. Talk to us. But before you talk to us, make you go for our website. Come register yourself for the place. We dey do counseling. We dey enter, we dey come to homes help, come talk with the people, the husband and wife. We dey come settle matter. We dey do counseling. We dey do things wey we say make African marriage come fine. We dey even teach women how to have her values, moral thoughts and practices. We dey do am. We wan make African marriage dey better pass that people wey we dey look their eyes. I no wan mention them. Say we dey talk am like African. You understand? African woman wey sabi, you sabi oh. See you some other time. Thank you for listening. Any question you have, send to us. Remember, African woman and marriage, AWAM. That's who we are. And you are an AWAMITE. God bless you.